What if I told you one of Honda's most legendary off-road machines is making a comeback in 2026? But it's not returning the way fans expected, because the Honda XR650R 2026 isn't just a refresh. It might be a complete identity shift. And if the rumors are even half true, this bike could shake the entire dual sport world. Let's cut straight through the noise. The XR650R is a name that hits different in the off-road community. It's the machine that built its reputation in the deserts, the Baja races, and hardcore trail riding scenes across the US Ross power. Simple engineering, zero nonsense. But here's where things take a sharp turn. The 2026 version isn't just Honda bringing back a classic. It's Honda trying to redefine what old-school performance means in a modern world dominated by electronics. The original XR650R was all about one thing: control through chaos. No fancy rider modes. No traction control. Just pure mechanical aggression. But leaked reports and insider chatter suggest the 2026 model could bring a fuel-injected 650cc single-cylinder engine, updated lightweight aluminum frame, optional ride-by-wire throttle system, and a modernized suspension setup built for extreme terrain. But here's the real twist. Honda might be balancing between retro brutality and modern usability. And that's where the debate begins. In today's market, off-road bikes are becoming more complex. Riders are getting electronics, screens, riding assistance, everything except simplicity. But the XR650R 2026 is rumored to target a very specific group: riders who are tired of overcomplicated machines. Think about it. Weekend desert riders, adventure seekers, and old-school riders who still believe less tech, more control. And Honda knows this segment is growing again in the US. There's talk that Honda might position this bike as a modern heritage weapon, not a beginner bike, not a tech-heavy adventure bike, but something in between, built for riders who actually want to feel the terrain instead of being protected from it. And if that happens, it directly challenges bikes like KTM EXC Series, Yamaha WR lineup, and even mid-range adventure bikes, because the XR650R doesn't try to compete on features. It competes on emotion. Let's talk power. The original XR650R was famous for one thing: brutal torque delivery. Now, for 2026, expectations are rising. Insiders suggest around 55-60 horsepower, range-strong low-end torque, tuned for sand, rock, and trail climbs, better cooling system for long-distance desert rides, and improved fuel efficiency compared to the older carbureted version. But here's the key question. Will Honda soften it for modern riders, or keep it raw like the original beast? Because that decision changes everything. Visually, expectations are wild. The 2026 XR650R could bring slim rally-inspired, bodywork high-mounted, front fender for dirt clearance LED lighting system, finally modernized, minimal digital dash, possibly just essentials, and that classic tall, aggressive stance riders love. But don't expect a futuristic spaceship. This is still supposed to feel like a desert weapon, not a tech gadget. And that's exactly why hype is building fast. If Honda nails this bike, it could trigger something big. Because right now, the off-road market is split. One side wants full technology and comfort. The other wants raw mechanical connection. The XR650R 2026 sits right in the middle of that war. And here's the pressure point. If Honda keeps it too simple, critics will say it's outdated. If Honda adds too much tech, fans will say it lost its soul. So this bike is walking a tightrope. Quick question. Are you the kind of rider who wants raw power and control, or modern tech and comfort? Drop your answer in the comments. I want to see where the community stands on this. And if you're enjoying this breakdown so far, hit that like button and subscribe. Because what's coming next might change how you see Honda's entire lineup. Now, here's the part most people are ignoring. The XR650R 2026 isn't just fighting other bikes. It's fighting time itself because modern riders are moving toward lighter, smarter machines. Meanwhile, Honda is potentially bringing back a heavyweight single-cylinder machine built for punishment. That contrast alone is what makes this release so unpredictable. Not everything is perfect, though. There are concerns. Will it be too heavy compared to modern enduro bikes? Will it lack advanced suspension tuning systems? Will emissions rules force it into compromise? And most importantly, will it still feel like the original XR650R? Because if that magic feel is gone, no spec sheet will save it. Right now, the Honda XR650R 2026 is still surrounded by mystery. But one thing is clear. Honda is not bringing this bike back for nostalgia alone. They are trying to bring back a philosophy, a mindset of raw riding, control, and connection to the machine. And if they pull it off, this could become one of the most talked about off-road bikes of the decade. So here's the real question. If Honda launches the XR650R 2026 exactly as rumored, simple, powerful, and old school, would you actually choose it over modern tech-loaded off-road bikes? Or has the riding world already moved on? Let me know in the comments. And stay tuned, because if this bike officially drops, the entire off-road scene is about to shift.